Hi, everyone. I know I'm a little bit early, but I just wanted to say hi. I see some of you guys are on here already. So just want to make sure everything's working okay. If you guys can hear me, please let me know. As we all know, I've had a lot of technical trouble in the past. I'm so happy you guys are all here with me. And I hope that we're all ready for a new year to begin. Hi. Okay, everybody's saying hi. Great. Thank you for telling me you hear me loud and clear. So nice to see you guys. I know I haven't been around for a while. I'm back. I want to answer your questions. Again, it's been a rough year for all of us, and it's been very hard for me to get motivated. So I'm just happy that I'm here with you guys, and you're here with me. Want to hit on a quick topic that hi Melanie. I want to hit on a quick topic that's been brought up to me a lot lately, and I'll bring this up again later on. But a lot of new ghost hunting, paranormal stuff happening online. A lot of games that are very similar to a Ouija board that you guys have been asking about. Any one of these games that's not a silly game, let's say, stay away from. I don't want you guys to open up things that you don't know how to handle, okay? I mean, that's the last thing I want to see happen. So please, use your common sense with stuff like this and do not play these games that open up portals and things like that because it never turns out good. Believe me, it just never does. So please keep that in mind. Also, big throw out to all you guys, big throw out to TFIL, Unis Honest. Most of you are here for that reason. This year, I will be doing a lot of work with the upcoming year with TFIL. We were supposed to do stuff in December, but things did not come together. And thank you for agreeing with me on this stuff online because these popular games are scary and they're bad and they bring in bad things. Just a quick note. I think I finally set up so you guys are going to be able to see things, but my K2 meter has been acting weird. And this at one point, the millimeter went up to a 0.9. And I accidentally turned on the Ovilus without you and stuff already came up. Okay. Okay, good. I'm glad you're going to watch until you can't watch anymore. Um, yes, I know about, yes, Gus, that is the one I'm talking about. It simulates ghost hunting. And it's not that I'm trying to discourage you guys from being ghost hunters. In fact, obviously, I want you here. Thank you. Love you too. I want you guys here. I want you to experiment. And in fact, I want to start showing you. Okay, here's the main questions I get a lot of. Where do I buy equipment? What equipment to buy? Okay, let's start with all this. True and honest. Okay. Where to buy equipment? You can do the same thing I do and research online. But what I want to show you is the way to go. Okay? Get yourself a pair of dowsing rods. They cost between $10 and $12. They are fantastic. You say to people, sorry, I'm not speaking well today. You say to people, are you here with me? Is there a spirit here with me? If so, will you please cross the rods? You hold them about this distance and you'll be amazed how accurate these things are for about $8. Okay? What was your first legitimate ghost hunt? Was the Cat and Fiddle in Hollywood, California, going on 15 years ago. My goodness, I've been doing this a long time. Okay. Second tool. Pick it up at any store. It doesn't have to have a skeleton face on it, but get yourself a candle. If there's a spirit here with me, will you please blow out the candle? Why I like these is you have to go in a bit so they just don't go off and on by the wind. Great instrument. Buy it. Okay? Saves you lots of money, these things I'm telling you to get. A flashlight. Put a little red something in front of it, a wrapper from a candy thing, anything. If someone's here with me, will you turn the flashlight on? Will you turn the flashlight off? Okay? You see where I'm going with this? I'm saving you guys lots and lots of money. You'll still be able to do a ghost hunt, but you don't have to put a lot of money out. And my favorite of all favorites, the digital recorder. You can ask people questions. You can ask spirits questions. They're about $20, $25. Terrific thing to have. Use them. There you go. This just saved you a ton of money on stuff that you may or may not ever use. And of course, if you do want to spend a little dough, the K2 can run anywhere from $30 to $50. Fantastic device. Also reasonable. Okay. So I know that a lot of people will want to really spend a lot of money, but don't do it. I am fine. Thank you for asking. You know, I've heard some mix. Okay, I'm glad you brought this up, Kit Kat. I really am, because people have brought up that dowsing rods can be worse than, you know, any type of instrument that I tell you not to use. Okay, any of the boards, any of the games. But I'm going to set this record straight. These were developed and used by Native Americans. They're one of the oldest tools. Okay, as long as you don't abuse them and use them in a very, very safe way by first surrounding yourself with the white light, you're fine. These things are amazing. Use something that's amazing and cheap. Okay, my screen isn't to the edges. Okay, there's always going to be something with me, so sorry guys. For those of you who have never watched me live before, I kind of suck at this. The best thing I do is ask you questions and you answer me questions. That's the way, I just did that backwards. God, I'm off today. Okay, so Gus would like to tell his story. And we're going to give him, let's wait till we get a few more viewers. But what I want to talk about, other than Gus's story at the moment, is how wonderful you guys have been to write into me and tell me your stories when you were haunted by as a child. Man, I was too. And it's scary. And you know what? It's where you realize when you grow up and you look back on these times, did I outgrow this? Did it really happen? And I'm going to tell you, yeah, it probably really did. It probably really did. Okay, so the tool with the blue dots that you're asking about is the REM pod. That's this device right here. These are my expensive devices. I mean, honestly, guys, I probably have $1,000 and then some of equipment on this table. And I'm trying to keep you guys away from doing this by spending all this money. So, we're gonna talk about all these things. But again, those of you that were haunted as a child, first of all, don't ever let anybody say you were not. Don't let anybody pick on you. And if you outgrew it, it's wonderful. And if you haven't, and you're like me, and you still communicate with dead people, I think that's fantastic too. Okay? Okay, the most expensive device I own is the Ovilus 5. That cost me about $450. So that's pretty expensive. And oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm glad to hear you still have spirits in your house, And there are spirits that are not harmful. Let's talk about that too. Just because you have a spirit in your house doesn't mean they're bad. Okay, they can be good spirits as well. Yeah, this EMF has kind of been, it's my K2, it's kind of been acting funky monkey, I've got to say. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if it's because I have so much equipment on the table. I'm not really sure what it is, but it has been acting a bit weird. So don't know why that's acting that way. Look at this though. This is at a 0.7. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the millimeter is a lot more sensitive than the K2. So I'm going to go with the fact that people are ready to speak with us today. We may have Flunky. Should I ask? Flunky. We're at a 0.4 right now. Are you here with us? 0.5, 0.4. Bishop. My old pal. Are you here with us? 0. Guess I shouldn't have asked, huh? Okay. Okay. Well, a lot of parents think that their kids may see dead people. And I think the best way to determine this if they can't speak is look at the areas they look at, see if you pick up anything. And also, when they get older, ask them. Ask them if they saw a dead person. Okay, are there apps that actually work? There is one app that I use, and I will turn that on later on, but very few do. K2s don't work, the apps don't work. A lot of this stuff is just a ripoff. really. Again, and they charge you even $1. It's not worth it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kit Kat. Oh, the dead cats. Okay, we got to bring this up. Come on, guys. It wouldn't be a Linda show if we did not talk about our dead animals. I have a house full of dead animals. In fact, when I moved from my old house and I go back there because I'm in the process of selling it, I still hear my dead animals in there, and I hope they come here. So, yes, very common. Are spirits connected to the universe? Yes, in a sense, spirits are connected to the universe. We all hope that when we die, we can communicate with each other. I mean, isn't that really the goal? And isn't that why I do this? To give spirits a voice? I mean, that's why you guys watch me, right? We're trying to communicate with the dead. Um, is it part of the universe? We're all part of the universe. So, yes, to answer your question, yes. Okay, empaths. I love empaths. I love mediums. I love everybody that opens up their mind. Um, oh, the smell of perfume too. Sorry, I'm trying to multiply read at the same time. Smell of perfume, one of the most common signs for paranormal activity. Okay, would a voice recorder on your phone work as well as one of these? Honestly, no, it really doesn't. You need old school sometimes. Sometimes you just need a digital recorder. For some reason, when I've used my phone, I do not get the activity I get with this. So, um, well, Shiley, the dork, Linda the dork here, she passed away 3 years ago. I can relate to this. My mother passed away a year ago. And I hope and I know that your mom is probably still with you, keeping an eye on you. So that's good. It doesn't matter what kind of recording you get. You can get a Sony, you can get any kind. Just, they all work. As long as it plugs into your computer and you have some kind of output where you can go direct in on USB, get this kind. Okay? Listen, with temperature change is tricky. It doesn't always mean paranormal activity. Thank you for your sorrow. It doesn't always mean paranormal activity. It means there's temperature change. Um, okay, so Gus is definitely going to share his story with us. Yeah, no, thank you, Shiley. Thank you for staying tuned. Okay, can spirits interfere with electronic devices? You betcha. Um, hence why I have problems every time I go live. Something always goes wrong. When I go live with TFIL, and they're much more experienced at this than I am, something always goes wrong. Ghosts love electronics, hence why I have a table full of electronics. It helps them communicate with us. If we don't have enough electronics, sometimes they short things out. That's why having electronics on, like your TV, even if you're doing a ghost hunt, with it muted, it's not a bad thing. Okay, well, welcome, 055. Welcome to my show. Okay, so some of the scariest places I've ever been. Um, some of them are local in Hollywood. The Vogue Theater in Hollywood. A lot of the places I traveled to this summer, oh my goodness. The Little Women's House, when I got a full body apparition, I don't know if you guys saw that video. Scary. Believe it or not, this house I live in right now, this outside area that I'm at, it's pretty scary. So it really is. Okay, I love this question. Um, if you believe in ghosts or spirits, does it make you spiritual or religious? I go with spiritual, freedom of choice. A lot of religious people are also into spirits. Some of them get very frightened and they call them demons. It's really up to you to come up with that decision. I don't preach any type of religion whatsoever. That is a freedom of choice thing. Uh, you're smelling stuff, dishes that your grandma used to make on her death anniversary. I love that. I love that. 2 years ago, and she's coming back. Yeah, okay, so let's talk about 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 3 a.m. That's another question I get all the time. Listen, paranormal activity happens during the day, it happens at night. Don't fall into this whole time slot thing, okay? Paranormal activity happens all the time. That's a great spirit thing. Okay, interesting. So you saw a human silhouette in front of the TV. I can't tell you how many people have told me they've had that exact same experience. TVs are really good spirit boxes in their own sort of way. Sometimes people say they go off and on their own. I mean, lots of cool things happen with TVs, other than, keeping us entertained. Okay, wow, you're doing a lot of research. Let me know what you find out. I love that you guys do research too. I kind of suck at that. Um, ah, well, I'll have to make it to Jamaica one of these days. With COVID, I haven't traveled other than in my RV. Ah, love that. Okay, the 4 a.m. wasn't a time thing. I got you. Oh, good. My TV kept turning on. So it feels like to me, turn on your TVs at night. Who knows what's going to happen if you want spirit activity? It really does work. Again, this is not a new thing. This is something I've heard before. Before I go any further, I need to really do something as well. I want to tell you the things not to buy. I'm going to post this later on when I edit and do the editing post. This piece of equipment is a ghost hunting tool. It sucks. Cost me about 60 bucks. It's a waste of money. Okay, I'll list what the name of it is. Ghost meter. People used to use these on shows all the time. They go off at all the wrong times. They're sensitive in all the wrong directions. Don't buy one of these. They cost anywhere from $30 to $50. Waste of money. I thought, because I saw it on a ghost show, if I would get a music box, maybe a spirit would communicate with me. Nope, don't buy one of these. And lastly, but not leastly, this was really expensive, by the way. This right here, it's called the Echo Vibe. You can look it up online. It's expensive. It's about 80 bucks. Echo Vibe. This thing only doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. Don't buy it. 80 bucks. Don't buy it. Okay, I'm done bashing equipment now. Back to you guys. Okay. No, you're not interrupting me. And believe me, guys, I see you. And I promise you, we're going to share your story. Yes, you did tell me your story. Oh, yeah. These attachments, that's another thing. I'm so glad you're bringing these topics up. A lot of people, when they go to college and they stay in the dorms, I've heard so many ghost stories in dorms. I don't know what it is about dorms that spirits stay. I mean, I know there's a high amount of suicide when you first get into college. Maybe that's what causes this, but be careful. If you ever had a spirit attached to you, oh, and I have, it's a horrible feeling. I've got to say, most recently, my most active has been the old zoo with TFIL. It was also extremely active with Unis Honest. The old zoo in Los Angeles is crazy. I mean, I saw eyes there again. That place freaks me out. Oh, a door open and closed. I've had that happen on video. I don't know if you guys have seen that. That happens a lot too. All these things, I get you guys being scared because you want to know the truth. I get scared of these things too. It's scary because we don't understand why they're happening. Okay. And I'm not telling you not to get scared, but I'm saying if you really are scared, surround yourself with the white light. If someone else lives in your house, have them join you in the room. Don't be alone. Just changing the atmosphere can send a ghost away. 90% of ghosts don't want to hurt you. They're family members that have died and they want to communicate with you, or maybe someone that passed away in your home. Most spirits are that of good. Keep that in mind. They're not bad people. Something happened yesterday. Well, share with us what happened yesterday. Everybody can read this stuff, by the way. So, you guys aren't interrupting me here. I'm here to answer your questions. And guys, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to get to as many people as I can. Um, yeah, I get scared too, and I'm a ghost hunter. Okay, does that make you feel better? Um, Ghosts are scary. When you feel somebody behind you and you feel like this cold thing behind you, it's scary, guys. It's a scary feeling. Those of you who have experienced this know it's scary. I kind of like when I do TFIL because Elton's such a non-believer that he just never reacts at all. Where Corey always just is with me going, a little scared. You had something fall off your shelf randomly. Wow. God, you guys are having so many experiences. I wonder too, people say around the holidays, there's a lot more paranormal experiences around that time because a lot of people seem to pass away around the holiday. If you feel like you're being watched, you're probably being watched. I keep this step as simple as possible. Have I been to the Biltmore Hotel in Hollywood? Yes, I was supposed to be there this Wednesday with TFIL. You'll see their show coming up. Unfortunately, because of COVID, I wasn't able to go. A lot of COVID experiences, I can't do anything inside quite yet. I don't feel comfortable doing that for safety reasons. Oh, wow, a black cat. By the way, I love black cats. They're not bad. Maybe it's just a sign. Maybe a black cat died there. No, it's not weird. Okay, good question. Is it weird that you want to communicate with spirits right now? Listen, guys, we're in COVID. Okay, this year has sucked. Let's get to the point. Okay, we need to believe there's something out there. That's why you're watching me right at this moment. We need to believe there's something out there. We need to communicate. We need to communicate with our spirits, with our loved ones, with whoever's around us. We need help right now. We're in a terrible situation. People are dying on a daily basis from a terrible virus. And they don't mean to get dark and dirty, but we need spirits right now. We need them more than we ever have. We need to know there's someone we can talk to. Okay, so your music box actually works. Good. I'm glad. I should send you mine too. How can you tell if demons are mad? Very simple. The difference between demons and good spirits. Demons do bad things. They do poltergeist activity. They can make this speaker come at you. They can throw things at you. You feel very uncomfortable. You feel very frightened. The minute you feel a demon presence, get out of that room, clear yourself, go to the white light. They do exist. Demons are mad. I mean, the best answer for that question is demons are always mad. Yeah. You see, this whole thing about the holidays, so many people die around the holidays. I wonder why. Yes, I agree with you. I think our ancestors are here with us right now. And I hope they communicate with us later when I turn on the spirit boxes because we need them. Oh, hi, Jism. She sent me such a wonderful story. I'm so happy she's here with us. See, your experiences, if you're reading this, guys, a lot of your experiences are very similar. Hi, Emma. Good to see you. How do I feel about the show Ghost Hunters? Great question. Used to love it. Used to love it back in the day. Used to watch them religiously. Hate the new show. Seems like all they want to do is debunk everything. And they leave houses without helping people. Why would you go to someone's house and not help them? That's our job to help them. I do not. I do not have a Patreon. Great question. What exactly is the light? Now, listen, religious people call the white light that of God's love. Spiritual people call the white light that of spirit. It is that of good. The darkness, the light. The white light is that of a spiritual safety harness. Think of it as a safety belt in your car. You surround yourself with it, and people that are not good have a tendency to stay away from you, just like in a car accident. You usually walk away from a car accident safe if you're wearing a seatbelt. Okay? That's what we call the white light. Okay? We have not done any activity yet. We're just kind of asking some questions and answering questions because we all know I've been a little bit behind on getting back to you guys, but believe me, we will be speaking to the spirit box very, very soon. Now, I do want to share with you Gus's story. I hope you're still here, Gus, and you haven't given up on me. Gus used a program that was what, when I was a kid, called Simon Says. And what happened as he was asking questions is it would light up and spin around and actually respond to his questions. Okay? Now, listen, I'm really happy Gus had such a great experience with this because I'm not opposed to using this Simon game because this is a game that has nothing to do with paranormal activity. It's a memory game. You hit green, you hit red, you hit yellow. You guys probably all know this game. Give it a shot. Let me know what your feelings are. I'm sure Gus has something to say about this. Yes, can spirits follow you when they're not attached to you? They can. I believe most of our family members, also known to me as guardian angels, I think they follow us all the time. And I think they protect us. I think they protect us from crossing the street when we should not. I think they're there to help us. You know what? Thank you. I hope I can be happy in the future too. I hope all of us can be happy in the future, you know? Wow, COVID. You've been something, COVID. You've changed all our lives. And I think the spiritual world is very much with us because of that. Yeah, I can feel when people have passed away there too. How can spirits become attached to you? Well, when you don't surround yourself with the white light and you don't really believe in spirits and you're cocky, like I was at one point in my life, and you go to the Queen Mary and go, I don't believe in you guys. I had something attach themselves to me and kept me up all night for months, and I had to go to a spiritualist to be cleansed. I don't want to see you guys do that because they're hard to find. Okay, so you feel, okay, that's interesting, Gus. So Gus is saying, as you guys can read, that he feels like there's something, a figure in the corner of his room, and he feels it touching his hair. Also, very, very common. People feel their hair being stroked. People feel their hair standing up. A lot of these things, again, very, very common. Nothing you guys are saying is abnormal. These are all things that have been told to me many, many times by people of all ages, young people, old people. Oh, you have a wolf. That's wonderful. I had a wolf dog. Wolves in the Native American culture are the highest of spiritual beliefs. Wolves are amazing. So if you have a wolf following you, that means you're a very strong spiritual person. That's a great thing. It really is. Um, keep asking questions, guys. Before we get the spirit box running and all this other stuff. I'll tell you what I will do in the meantime. I will turn on one of my great electronic devices so that I'm not on my own here. Hopefully they can have something to say as well. I can figure out how to turn this device on. Had a little technical difficulties today. As always, hey, it's me. Of course I had technical difficulties. All right, let's turn this on. Now you should actually be able to see this. Okay. Threshold, breaker. Can you guys see these? Those are our first words. Let me hook it up to another speaker so you can actually hear it, since you can't figure out how to turn this one on. Heard. They heard us. Heard. Cycle. Haunting. Guys, that says haunting. Haunting right there. Haunting. Wow. I love when the good words come up. Oh my goodness, I love the good words. I get so excited by these things, don't I? You would think I've never done this before, but it gets exciting every single time.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The radio modem. Out input modem.
Now you should be able to hear these words. History, knee, measure. Again, I will post this in the editing cycle of all this. I will post this, but it's very interesting. We're talking a lot about history, knee, measure, haunting. I know, God, don't you love when these good words? Here we go. Table. Did you guys hear that? It's actually on here now. Table where? Are you talking about my table? Does anybody else find this weird that they just said table? Okay. Again, the non-believers, I'll never make you a believer, but it's interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Oh, really? pray. I hope we don't need to pray. How can you contact your loved ones safely? These, this. That's about the 5th time that word has come up in my backyard. This, and a tape recorder. Fuzzy! It's a spirit I encountered at Griffith Park. You saw a tall blue light in front of you. I've had a similar experience myself, Jose. I've had blue lights that I've actually had appear. Wow, 2 men standing at the end of your bed. That's scary. I know, but it's still scary. I don't think they're negative either, but that still is scary. Haunted, I know. What is the last one? Hobble. Gone forever. Gone forever. Learn. They're gone forever. I wonder what that means. Wow, interesting stuff. Bail. Wow. Okay. I've never opened my eyes. Probably should not. Listen, I still put my head under the covers. Again, I know I'm a ghost hunter. It doesn't make me. Oh, wow, that was intense. Fear. Again, as usual, guys, this backyard of mine, famous. This backyard is always so active. Oh, Gus, it touched your hair a second ago. That's fantastic. You know, I think that's a loving thing. I do. I think that's a loving thing. I don't think that's a negative thing. I really don't. You're getting weird feelings. Okay, listen, let's clarify this. I heard fear. This show is not to scare people. This show is to explain paranormal and bring you in. If you feel uncomfortable, feel free to turn this off. I'm not here to scare you. Oh, sad. Who are you that you're sad? Paige. Paige, I'm sorry you're sad. I really am. I'm sorry you're sad. I think there's a lot of sadness right now. Hopefully this year this 21, we're gonna get a lot happier. Went all quiet when I said that. You know what? If a spirit's walking around your room and they don't wish to communicate with you, it could be someone that lived in your house. It could be what they call a residual spirit, where they just keep doing the same thing over and over again. You know what? Yes. Can a person cause a spirit to become engaged or vengeful? I want to address this. Any of you who are new to me do not know this, but all of you who have followed me and know this. Never once do I instigate spirits. I respect spirits. I treat them as I would treat a human being. I am giving them a voice. Never, ever, ever throw negativity or being mean to a spirit. There's no reason to do that. They're here to communicate with us. If you do that, if you do throw the negativity out, and if you start becoming very aggressive towards them, it won't turn out good. Do pendulums work? They certainly do. I don't know how to work one, but Zachariah, my buddy who's the witch, he uses them all the time. Respect spirits, yes. They do. We do need to respect them, and they do help us. Everybody, we have to realize this, that, dead people were once alive too. Yes, you did hear a bark, not a spirit, my dog. Oh, pendulum, yeah, they're really good. Yes, I believe most of them are from the sun. That's my dog's name, by the way, Sun. My dog's name is Sunny. Sun. Unis Honest was awesome, and I'm so sorry they're gone. And I know they want me to bring them back for the dead, the ghost of Unis Honest. The only problem is they're not really a spirit. They were a red broadcast. Yes, that's my dog again. Oh, you're a witch as well. Good. I love witches. Wish I was a witch. I'm too scared to be a witch. Now that's both my dogs. Hi, B. Cooper. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Again, a lot of new people. Big thanks out to TFIL. Big thanks to Unis Honest. And big thanks to all of you. Slave. Wow. Oh, you challenge the spirits? Oh my God. Wow. Are you guys reading this? Austin is saying that his grandparents challenged, or somebody challenged a spirit and they had a heart attack. Don't do that. Okay. So we're asking about the tools again. So if you really, really want to spend money, get yourself a K2. Cheapest one online. Look up K2. They sell them everywhere. K2s. Sorry, my dogs have gone mad, but you gotta expect it. I think one of my card? Can you rephrase that question? I don't understand. Yes. Can spirits warn you about somebody passing away? My mother used to say when she was alive that anytime my grandmother would come to her, somebody would pass away. So, cats, yes, cats can warn you. My cats don't, but other people's cats do. I have useless animals that bark at my screen, at my door. They'll get bored eventually. Don't worry, they'll stop. By the way, this has gone completely quiet. Pace. Who said pace earlier? This just said pace. If you don't have pets, that's okay too. I have too many. Okay, guys, with all this being said, please throw me out a couple more questions because we're going to let the ghosts answer the rest of these questions. Wow, you smelt your aunt passing away. That's a terrible smell. Yeah, my dogs. If only they're scared away by spirits. One of my dogs is called Spooky. I think he lives for it. Yes, not all people have ghosts, okay? Let's just say that too. And not all places are haunted. Let's cut to the chase. A lot of people want to tell you that places are haunted. You know why? Because people like haunted places. They do. People spend money to go to haunted places. Does that mean they're haunted? No, does not. What type of spirit is Bishop? You tell me. I call him a pain in the butt spirit. What would you guys call him? I don't know what he is. I don't know what he is. Yes, I did give TFI out. That's yes, exactly. We're going to use that today. We are going to use that acoustic. And thank you for joining me. TFINL, TFINL, TFIL. Jeez, tongue twister. We're going to be working together soon. And yes, he is a trickster. We will be working together again. God, I can't wait. No, I don't find spiders have anything to do with. God, I really have forgotten how to talk. Spiders do not have anything to do with ghosts. No, headaches and stomach issues. That's a medical situation. I hate to say. They do. Ghosts do live here with us. Yes, I do believe in different types of ghosts. Tommy, thank you. That is a brilliant question. Thank you for asking that. As far as I can see with my research and being a ghost hunter for all these years, there seem to be three different types of ghosts. Loved ones that were family members, people that died instantly and therefore they come back, are in a location and they come back, are those that never lived. And those are the ones we worry about. Those are the ones that can be demons. The way to really figure out if they've lived on this earth is ask them, where did you live? They'll answer. Did you live in Los Angeles? What year did you die? This is a great way to actually get to the point with the ghosts and ask their names always. Always ask their name. Ghost activity happens 24/7. It does. If you throw a spirit and you say, hey, I want to talk to you right now, and there's one around you, they'll be like, hey, I'm here. What do I think of this year? I think it's been a tragic year. I think some good things have happened, but it's been a very, very difficult year to see so many innocent people die. I think there's going to be a lot more ghosts than there used to be after this year, guys. Where can you get a portal box? I use a program which I'm going to show you. I don't. Ouija boards. You've never watched me before, have you? Never, ever, ever use a Ouija board. You don't know what you're going to bring in. It's very frightening. And then you're going to have to call Linda the Ghost Hunter in. And again, I brought this up earlier. Games are not to be played that have anything to do with real paranormal. Please, please don't do these things. This causes friends.
Okay.
It's okay. He says it's okay. He wants you to play with those. Yeah, it can cause us. Yes, you're right. But headache and acid reflux, I don't know, not in my experience. Yes, can they haunt you after you use a Ouija board? Absolutely, they can.
Voice.
Voice. I love this. Did you see what Gus just wrote? He made rules with his ghosts. Do that. Yeah, I mean, God, really. Ouija boards, Hasbro has made a fortune off of Ouija boards. What does that tell you about Hasbro? They should have never made them. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for agreeing. And again, let me go back to this acid reflux. I've never had this experience. I'm not an expert on physical things. I'm an expert on ghosts and general reactions people have. Did a ghost ever threaten you or haunt you? Yes. God, I've been threatened left, right, and center. They told me to leave. They told me to get out. They have been horrible to me, but I'm here to tell their story. And if they do haunt me, I know how to release them. They can haunt you with everything, unfortunately, Tommy. I mean, you can get haunted, but if you do this right and you do this safely, I do truly cold. Ooh, wow, that gave me the chills. I really do believe you can communicate with spirits in a very safe way. You can ignore spirits and you can put your head under the blanket, but they don't go away when you do that. You've got to confront them and say, I see you. You tell them if they're welcome or not in your room. You make the rules. You're alive, they're dead. You don't want them, I command you to leave. Window. If you want them to stay, you can ask them to stay, but on your terms only. Your terms only. Yes. Always destroy and burn things. Guys, you're a very wise human being. Okay, guys, I think it's time to let some ghosts answer our questions. I think you're probably done hearing my voice because I know I am. Okay. You make the rules. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to show you the actual program I use for the portal. And what it is, there's this guy called Hoff, and he's also on YouTube. He's a religious guy. And he has kind of developed this program called the Portal. That's the name of the program. Now, this one you got to be real careful with because this is the real thing. And you got to be real careful when you play with things like this to make sure you're safe. My number one recommendation, yes, I am making this go off. That's me, not a ghost. It's me. Don't play with them in your house. That's for sure. Go far away from your home.
Surface.
Okay? Do it on a surface.
Starve.
Starve. Wow. Okay. So, demons. Demons are scary. Demons do exist. Demons are something you should be afraid of. That's another great thing to do, though. I mean, knocks. I know you probably don't want to hear these knocks, Tommy, but I'll tell you, knocks is another great way to communicate. If you say, what's that word? Ring. Okay, so called the Portal. You can download this on, it's at the Play Store, or if you have an iPhone through the iStore, they're free. Portal. And what this does, this creates voices that go backwards. Soul. Wow, we're getting some religion and soul. God! Who's trying to talk to us, please? Can we get your name? God, soul, religion. Gave me shivers too, Sarah. We're going to have to find out who's trying to communicate with us, because I've got the shivers as well. Have I mentioned that ghost hunters still get scared of these things? That was very loud, that was very clear, and that was very, very to the point. There's a religious person here with us, and we've been talking quite a bit about religion. Okay, so I'm turning this on, I hope. There we go. Should be going on anytime now. Here we go. Please tell me your name, the person that talked about God and spirits. What is your name? Do I have someone named Jennifer here with me? Yes or no? It's scary. The name of this app is called The Portal. The Portal. I heard Grace. Okay? Grace, were you a religious person? Name of the people that are here with me right now, please. Ask Jesus. Please tell me your name. Does sound like an old guy. 867? Wolf! Who else heard Wolf? Jackson? Yeah! Jackson? Yeah! Jackson, why are you here with me right now? Who are you trying to communicate with? Please tell me the name of the person you're trying to communicate with. Lisa Linda. Do you know me? Are you happy that I'm speaking with you today? I have a lot of viewers that are listening to this right now. We want to know why you're here with us. Sources. Do you need our help? Are you here to help us? Yes. How can you help us? Are you hungry? Because we had starving come up earlier. Do you miss food? There is no I in there. I'm in my backyard. Hello to you. Oh. Yeah, this is going up. Where are you? You notice while they're speaking, this stopped? Interesting. 02 on here. 02. 04. Can I please have a number of how many spirits are here with me right now? Please give me a number. Did someone hear 15 as a whisper? Hi, Greta. Elton gets said a lot on this side. Okay, we're all hearing different numbers. No matter how many of you are here with us, please tell us a message we need to hear right now. Elton does piss off the spirits. That's why it's good when I work with him. Do any of you know Gus? Shh, shh, Raffle. Why did you want me to be quiet? Function. That's the guy that died back here. That's Flunky. Flunky, are you here? He's not here. Who did not hear that? He is not here. Okay, Flunky's not here. Science. Robert. Someone's crying. Robert, are you here? Elton again. Maybe I should stop loaning Elton my equipment. Wed. Why do you keep asking for Elton? He's not here. I'm Linda. Do you know that? Who that is? Many often. Okay. Do you have a message for Evelyn? I'm upset. Why are you upset? What would make you less upset? A lot of my viewers are asking you questions. Do you wish to answer them? We're all here to understand you and to hear your story. Do you know that? Please tell us your story. Start with your name. Yvonne? Yeah? And what happened to you? Did someone hurt you? Slain. Yes. Is whoever's asking for forgiveness, who do you want forgiveness from? And why do you feel you need forgiveness? What's what? This is a box. What is this? This here. This is a box you can communicate with. You understand that? Okay. So anything you'd like to say, we can hear you. We've had a very tough year this year. Will next year get better? Awesome. They were awfully quiet on that one, weren't they? Let's hope it gets better. Why are you so upset? Why are you crying? We're out of here. I know. We'll get better silence. That went real silent, I know.
Louie.
Louie. I know who Louie is. You've been with me a couple times. How are you, Louie? Doing good. Good to hear. Louie, do you know anybody here? It is almost January. What's going to happen in January? Everybody's saying hi to you, Louie. You got a lot of fans. Love you too. He loves us. Louie, you're a good dude. Louie, you're the only one that seems to be communicating with us directly. Is that right? Where are you? I'm here at my house. How do you know Evelyn? Are you related?
Material.
No, we're not.
What should Gus call you? A lot of people say you're saying cereal. Are you hungry? Okay, so you guys are getting a lot of direct answers. You know Evelyn.
Date.
Date. Guess the date. What date would you like me to guess? Who needs help? They're coming at me both directions. Were you a serial killer? Vegas? Were you a serial killer in Vegas? Did you hurt innocent people? How did you die, sir? You're happy you're famous. Is that right, Louie? I heard Greta several times too. That sounds like a scream. Why are you talking about kindergarten? Did you hurt people in kindergarten? Did you fail kindergarten? See. Speaking Spanish, yes. Well, they say bad things. Sometimes ghosts say racial slurs. Yes, they do. Did you hurt innocent people in kindergarten? Uh-huh. No. Bishop? Are you here? I'm here. I don't know what he said after that. We'll find this out ending. I'm here something. Bishop, what messages do you have to tell people today? Bishop, is there someone that's here that hurt somebody? You're with Sid. Bishop, just to clarify this, Bishop is with me all the time. He makes appearances at all of my live shows. He's my pain in the butt ghost. Right, Bishop? You bet. People want to know how you're doing, Bishop. Who's listening to music? We are going to keep going, but I do have a very important question to ask again. 2021 is coming up in 2 days. What is going to happen? Will we get COVID under control? So they were leaving. It's leaving or they're leaving? Is COVID leaving us? It's leaving. When will it leave?
Louie.
Hi, Louie. I don't think they have the answer to this question. I think I could ask it over and over again. I don't think they know. What do you guys think? I mean, they say it's leaving. I don't think they know. I don't think we know. Back to things that we can talk to. I have a good group of people watching us right now. They would like you to say their name. Please say their name.
This is Louie.
Josie, William. No, sure. It's Louie.
Does anybody hear their name? It's leaving. I love that question. Can you please share with us what the afterlife is like? Do you find peace? Are you able to look out for your loved ones after you pass away? That whisper said something. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm getting emotional. Whoever's here is actually making me emotional. Do I know this person that's trying to communicate right now? Greta, what happened to you? Is Gus's ghost here? Where are you? Thank you. Thank you, B. Cooper. Fuzzy. Again. Fuzzy thought. Is it easy to communicate with people after you pass? Do you like that I speak with you and try and share your voice? I think someone just said the F word to me. Well, some of you are not so happy I speak with them.
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you guys want to cuss at me, that's not very nice. Do any of you speak Spanish? Well, I'm happy your grandma's here with you, and I hope that brings you some comfort. Hola. Espanol? Sure, in English. Wolf again. Who's the wolf? Whose wolf are you speaking of? Eve. Big Flopper, watch the beginning of my show. I talk all about ghost hunting equipment. Okay, guys, I am going to have to bring this to a close. People. I'm right here. I'm right here. They just said, where are you, Linda? I'm right here. I'm here for you. There were definitely language barriers. When I was in Europe, you should have heard me try to speak French. Very bad. Spirits, do you have any last messages to share with us? I'd like to thank all the spirits that have spoken with us today. I'd like to thank all of you for joining me. What did that just say, guys? He came up on the Ovilus 5, Bishop. He said it and he came up on the Ovilus 5, Bishop. That's why Bishop comes every time. Bishop, thank you for joining us. If you have a name for Gus, please say it now because we're ending. Oh, you heard a bang from your kitchen last time. Guys, again, this gets very draining for me. I'd love to keep going, but emotionally gets to me. I'm glad you didn't hear bangs. Which lives? This is to be continued, my friends. I'm going to turn this off. Please don't get angry at me. They do have to end. My streams do have to end at some point. On a personal note to all of you, thank you so much again for watching me. Please, please refer your friends to my site. I make a promise to you. Next year, I will do more shows. I will do more ghost hunts. I thank you for all the love and support you give me, because during these times, we all need each other. So thank you. And please promise me to all, try to stay safe. Okay? Love to you all. Peace out. Goodbye. And good riddance. 2020. Take care, everybody.